Well, the question is a bit tricky, but my perspective about the issue, mainly it's, for me, it's quality control. I believe that radio then has a measure of quality control, and that's why some voices were referred to as a radio voice. There's a texture of voice then that should be on radio, because radio is not just about content alone, also about aesthetics and voices that will give the quality sound that is required for a specific time. I recall when I started off, there are certain voices that will be on night shift, because those voices will command the respect, will command the authority. There are certain voices that could be on news. There are certain voices that could do certain kind of program, or for example, documentary. There are certain texture of voices that will be used for a documentary, and it also depends on the kind of documentary that you are trying to package. In other words, for me, we seem to have lost that hold on quality assurance on radio at this time. So that's why we have different kinds of voices, different kinds of sound. Then the fact that they look for a certain voice does not diminish the quality that the radio will bring out even at the time. So for me, as I said earlier, it's about quality control. We seem to have lost the sense of quality. We seem to have lost the sense of what is right, or what should be on radio and what should not be acceptable to be on radio. And the jury is out. We all can see the proliferation of practitioners, those who probably were not trained to be on radio, are on radio now. I don't know if it still happens on radio stations where if you are going to be a new staff or a new entrant into the industry, you will have to do what we call sitting in. I recall that I did sat in for 12 weeks, even before I was able to say the time is 7 o'clock. So I was, 12 solid weeks, that's about 3 months, coming into station on shift, watching those who do the job, until the time came for me to now test the microphone. And that means you also will have recorded a lot of PPAs, a lot of voiceovers to show that you have the confidence to be on radio. So if you ask me about this quality thing, I think we've lost the quality control sense, and that's why we have what we have right now. I hope it's coming back. I hope it could come back, but that's the way I see it. My name is Oluwaseun Akinola. I am, as I said, a content producer for Splash FM, news anchor, and I'm also the head of programs for Splash FM.